hit Q and kind of spot that guy, so anybody that's in that building that's on his team would actually be able to see that as well. But
usually a fairly good idea.
Anybody really spotting people.
No, obviously a lot of the guys that we're showing here are brand new to the game. They've never actually played it before, so they're just trying to get a feel for it. You don't expect to see expert play on day one.
Well, definitely.
Well, this guy is on a hunt at the moment, actually trying to take on a max unit on his own, that's a difficult prospect.
You can definitely do it. You just have to be really careful. It's more of a kiting experience than anything else.
Indeed it is.
It looks like he got killed to a friendly grenade.
It can be a risk. Go back to the perspective of a new conglomerate. Reaver here is involved in the air battle up above. Air battle is raging at the moment between all three factions. Dogfighting is entirely possible. These aircraft are highly maneuverable.
I just love all the debris coming down. It's awesome.
You got to watch out for that. I'm told debris falling can actually do damage. Something that Higby was telling me last night.
Yep.
Get in the galaxy.
Don't.
Yeah, dodge it.
Yeah, don't get hit by that. Drop
They pretty
pods
much look
as well.
like giant comets coming down at you. You're like, oh.
Yeah, they do. Drop pods as well falling down. They can actually kill people. So do avoid large falling objects and remember to wear protective headgear at all times. Looks like he was going to have a close encounter with the pillar.
So good.
That Montez is a demon. Absolute demon. I want to be anywhere near that fella.
Here we go with the Max again.
Yeah, in
Looks
this
like he
case,
needs some repairs though.
Yeah, he can be repaired by an engineer class. That is a very dangerous loadout for anti-air. That is actually dual burster cannons, which are flak. Unfortunately, not very effective taking on infantry, especially when you're missing with every
other shot. He should just
shot.
go up there and melee him.
You can't, yeah, you could just smack him around.
Oh, he got him.
Well, he got him in the head.
That
It
guy
still does damage one way or the other. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for this Max unit to actually start doing damage to aircraft.
We're going to take over capture point B. Get ready.
That's actually Burster Max versus Burster Max in a duel.
Yes.
This could take a while.
Who will win? Well, he's also really low in health, so I don't know if it's very beneficial for him to do that.
Yeah, I have a feeling this guy's going down soon. Thankfully, he's found someone who's asleep over there.
He's doing pretty good against infantry, even with that loadout.
That's fairly impressive.
We're still in it.
The problem with nighttime is that friend or foe recognition can become a little bit more difficult, so you really do need to learn the silhouettes. Each vehicle, even the different troopers for individual units on the ground, they look different.
If you haven't already seen, like the Terran Republic are a little bit more smooth, whereas the NC have very boxy characters, and then the Vanu Sovereignty have very rounded, alien, looking silhouettes. So
certainly. So learn to identify who's your friend, who's your foe fairly quickly. That was a squad spawn.
Oh my goodness.
This is actually a great position.
If he stays up there.
Certainly hope he does. This is a perfect position.
And he can't jump. Maxes can't jump.
No, they cannot. That was a nice opportunity there for him to take out a Terran Republic Mosquito. He hasn't been able to do that. Maxes on walls and on ceilings with anti-air weapons are a huge threat. One of the, in fact, I think at the moment, the most dangerous ground-based threat to any aircraft.
What you're seeing with those sparkly lights over to the right of him, those are our little chutes that bring you up and down and allow you to get on top of towers and up here in the center of the building.
You can hear once again Galaxy drops going off in the background from the in-game voiceover IP. Nice and easy to use. Incredibly easy to use.
Kind of awesome for us too, because we know where to switch to.
Yeah, certainly.
We hear them.
The Galaxy, that is the tail gunner of a Galaxy, which has had a close encounter of the rock kind.
I do not want to be in the Galaxy with that guy.
I don't trust him, honestly. I used to fly Galaxies in Blindside 1. I couldn't be trusted either.
Yeah, and Galaxies are actually spawn points too, so if they're deployed, you can actually spawn at them.
We're gonna win if we can't.
I'm okay with spawning at Galaxies on the ground. One that's in the air, being in that, especially with someone piloting like that, probably not.
At least 5 in this Galaxy to take back the base.
Generally not a very good idea.
Looks like the NC are actually kind of leading, and then we got the VS and the TR.
Leave the restricted area.
Some pressure is certainly being put in.
It's actually a pretty good battle.
Well, it was a reasonable airspeed on it. Actually found the Galaxy on the ground and crashed into the Galaxy on the ground.
We can't let this facility fall.
Not the most effective way of taking out a Galaxy. You can certainly do damage that way, but probably would have
We
been
need to
better to
take
stop.
over B and
Bear in mind,
fast.
these vehicles are vertical takeoff and landing. You can stop, you can hover. It takes a little bit of effort. If you've ever flown a helicopter in previous games, you probably know something of what I'm talking about, but these things can kick it up to high speed very quickly.
Yes.
All right.
Luckily,
Fail,
the
fail.
UI is very obvious and it allows you to know, how fast you're going. So you
Certainly.
can kind of compensate for that.
If we
Definitely
get B,
helps.
we can
I
defend
think it's,
this.
I mean,
Nice. Great
with
job,
anything,
NC. We
you just
got
get
this.
better over time too.
Yep. That Galaxy, I think, went down in the background. It was in flames in the process. Nice pickup right there by the New Conglomerate Troop, currently on a 3-kill streak. Trying to hold on to this amp station. It's very close here between the Vanu and the New Conglomerate. Once that bar fills up, as it just has,
Ooh,
that's a
looks like
successful
New Conglomerate
defense.
got it.
NC.
That one last cap got them for them.
Yep, once the defense happens, it takes a while for things to start over again. And usually in a live game scenario,
Got killed by the zebra guy.
that's embarrassing. In a live game scenario, what you'd be seeing is that the New Conglomerate would start cleaning up pockets of resistance still found within the base. They'd start cleaning up spawn points. They'd make sure that they were spawning vehicles. They have control over vehicle spawning facilities. And then they would move on to the next
All right,
target.
there's a Galaxy at the Fort Garrison.
Yep, and then they would continue to try to progress throughout the continent.
All TR.
I think a Galaxy ended up falling on him there. It's a bit unfortunate. Switch over to a different view. As you can see, once again, another example of both a camo and a sight customization. Actually using
And also, laser dot too.
yeah, he's got a drum magazine on that heavy assault weapon there.
It's an LMG, so yeah. I mean, it takes a while to reload, but you have a huge pool of ammo. So the way he's actually reloading a lot is probably not that beneficial.
No,
for him.
no, that's something I guess you'd have to learn after a while. The reload time on drum magazines does take a while. You have a lot of bullets. You've got 75 shots before you have to reload with that particular weapon. So no need to really reload after every kill. It's difficult though. It's a reflex for FPS
Yeah, I
players.
do that all the time. It's why I have a little hard time sometimes when I'm switching to those. But I do love the heavy assault class because you can also take down vehicles with them.
Certainly.
So.
What I'm going to do right here is switch over to the viewpoint of a gunner in a Galaxy. This is one of the 3 gunning positions available in this huge troop dropship. At the moment, they're going to be loading up players
You can
into
see
the
beautiful
Galaxy.
sky in the background right there.
It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Ugh.
Needless to
What a
say, as we pointed out, this is an alpha build, so there is a lot of cleaning up to be done. In this case, the Galaxy's been used in
It's
something
kind of cool
of a
because you actually
different
get
role.
to see the base.
Yeah, you do, from overhead. It's being used in a different role there as a support fire gunship. You can do that too. The vehicles are quite flexible. You could say use a Sunderer as a troop transport or use it as a heavy mobile assault bus.
Yes,
to
it can also be to your advantage to use them kind of as tanks also in front of your other vehicles.
Yes, certainly. They take a lot of punishment. They're big targets. They can be used as bullet magnets.
They can put out a good amount of damage too, depending on like what weapons you're customizing your characters with and your vehicle with.
Certainly. At the moment, the progress on the base is looking fairly even, honestly. The Terran Republic have managed to pick up a capture point, and as a result are accruing tickets in the
Yeah, they're
bars just
actually
below them.
tied with the NC where the Vanny are actually behind. Maybe I need to do another cheer for my Vanny buddies.
Well, right now, the TR are actually going to take over another point, assuming it can clear out that trooper from the New Conglomerate. Has been gunned down with great vengeance and furious anger. Well, he has poisoned my brothers.
He gets more passionate only when it's the TR. But look who got killed by.
He was actually picked up by an infiltrator there, who was wearing a very